You can try it.
No, no. I'm not trying. I'm going to.
You can try this.
When Derek Chisora walks into your gym, it's not casual. It's serious. The veteran warhorse doesn't show up for average fighters. He shows up when something real is brewing. So, when Chisora visited Joseph Parker's training camp to share his blueprint on how to beat Fabio Wardley, the message was loud and clear. He believes Parker is the man to expose Wardley. Inside the camp, the mood was intense. No smiles, no small talk, just focus. Chisora wasn't there for cameras or sound bites. He was there to pass on experience that only a fighter who's faced every heavyweight style could offer. He stood ringside, eyes locked on Parker as he walked.
Hey, you must have serious power, because I hit that guy. He did not move.
Worked the bag. Each thudding shot echoed through the gym, deliberate and sharp. Chisora nodded, repeating his mantra. You can't approach Parker like an ordinary boxer. He's unpredictable. He's dangerous. And he's got more skill than Wardley can handle. It wasn't flattery.
He's just unbelievable great. Yeah, forget good, he's amazing. Yeah, he's great, he's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali.
It was fact, spoken by a man who's been in the trenches. Chisora knows what real power feels like, and he's admitting that Parker carries the kind that earns respect even from the toughest veterans. Watching Parker hit the bag, his shoulders relaxed, breathing steady, timing immaculate, you could see this was no routine. Drill. Every combination was designed to dissect Fabio Wardley's style. This wasn't just sparring, it was psychological warfare in motion. Then, in walked Tyson Fury, Parker's close friend, and one of the sharpest minds in heavyweight boxing. Fury's message wasn't about footwork or jab placement. He talked mindset. No sympathy, no hesitation, he told Parker.
Show no love. Love will get you killed. You know what? Everyone's got a different dynamic and a different path. You just got to do what you got to do, that's it.
You've got to be ruthless. Fabio's coming to take your everything, so you take his first. Fury's philosophy is simple. Big fights are won with cold intent. Parker listened quietly, absorbing every word. Carl Froch, who rarely hands out compliments,
with Fabio Wardley on a couple of occasions. What are his biggest qualities?
Well, you don't need me to tell you nothing more than he can punch very hard. You know, you only have to ask my face. Yeah, he can really bang, and he's gritty. He's tough and he's gritty. You know, that's definitely his strengths. But then again, so is Joseph Parker. You know, very tough, very durable, very good boxing brain. It's a cracking fight, though. He just
noticed something different in Parker. He's entered that zone fighters reach before something massive, Froch said. Calm face, sharp eyes, no wasted words. To Froch, Parker's energy screams controlled aggression, the kind of calm before chaos that only elite fighters display before
He's a fighter that truly believes in himself, unbelievably strong. His jab is so underrated, his right hand is underrated. You know, you saw how he kind of physically...
Monumental nights. Wardley might be confident, but Parker looks like a man preparing for something personal and brutal. Johnny Nelson pointed out what many overlook. Parker isn't just a slick technician, he's a physical force. People talk about Fabio's strength, Nelson said. But Parker has moved men like Deontay.
Also gone behind in certain areas of his technique.
which was proven in his last fight against, was it Hooney?
Justice Hooney.
Justice Hooney, right? Because he was exposed.
He was.
For his boxing skills.
A Wilder and Zhile Zhang in close exchanges. He's tested against far bigger punchers. That's the crucial difference. Parker's fought elite-level power and survived. He knows how to absorb, adapt, and strike back. Wardley hasn't faced that yet. Duke McKenzie offered a more cautious perspective. He believes Parker still leaves minor openings in his technique, referencing moments against Justice Hooney where Parker was tested. But McKenzie stressed that's exactly why this camp matters. With Andy Lee fine-tuning his timing and Chisora adding the street-smart toughness, every hole is being sealed before Wardley even steps through the ropes. This isn't just a camp, McKenzie said. It's a rebuild, mentally, technically, and strategically. Tony Bellew.
Implement ways of beating them, punches that will work, combinations that will work, movements that will work, and then you focus on improving your fighter as well, making him the best he can be. And as long as as long as Joe is firing on all cylinders, I think he'll have enough to beat Wardley. Even though, like you said, dangerous.
Bellew captured the essence of what's at stake. Fabio's hungry, no doubt, Bellew said, but hunger doesn't beat experience. He's right. Parker has gone rounds with Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, Deontay Wilder, and Zhile Zhang, elite names who fight with more than just aggression. Parker's adaptability under pressure is his biggest weapon. He knows how to survive, when to attack, and how to flip momentum mid-fight. Bellew believes this fight is where experience meets ambition. Wardley's dangerous, but he's never stood across from someone who stays this calm under fire, he said. Now Parker's got Chisora giving him the blueprint. He's not just relying on talent. He's armed with inside knowledge. Adam Smith of Sky Sports highlighted a truth that's easy to forget. Joseph Parker today isn't the same man who lost to Joe Joyce.
I think Parker has got wonderful skills, and under Andy Lee, he's really rejuvenated, and I think he's one of the best heavyweights in the world, period now, former world champion, of course. I think he's better than he once was, so that's a problem for Wardley, but Wardley brings that power in, and remember, Joe Joyce knocked Joe Parker out. Others have had him in trouble.
Under Andy Lee, his timing, confidence, and shot selection have evolved dramatically. He's sharper, lighter, and far more precise, Smith said. He's fighting with the composure of a veteran and the hunger of a contender. Smith acknowledged Fabio Wardley's power, but warned that power alone doesn't win at this level. Parker has shared the ring with champions and survived storms that would break most fighters. The addition of Derek Chisora brings a new edge, a raw, battle-tested mindset that forces Parker to train with ruthless realism. They're studying Fabio's rhythm, his triggers, his timing, Smith said. And that's dangerous. Even Smith, known for measured takes, admitted that this version of Parker could seriously trouble Wardley. If Parker stays composed, he said, Wardley might find himself outboxed,
I love Joseph, and I think that he's stronger, he's faster, and Parker right now is the top three. Usyk, Moses, and Parker. This is the names now. So Parker is a top guy. He deserves a title fight. He deserves the world title fight. So I'm with Parker team. He will win.
Thought and overwhelmed. Inside Parker's camp, the sparring partners aren't just bodies. They're believers. Heavyweight Guido Vianello has sparred with both Parker and Wardley, and his verdict carries weight. Joseph hits harder, he's faster, and he's mentally sharper, Vianello said. You feel his timing, his precision. It's world-class. He emphasized that his opinion wasn't bias, but first-hand experience. I've taken shots from both, he explained. Joseph's punches have that thud, that heavy snap that comes from perfect timing, not just muscle. With Andy Lee orchestrating the technical side and Chisora adding pressure tactics, Vianello believes Parker is being forged into the most dangerous version of himself. This fight, he said, isn't about hype. It's about preparation meeting opportunity. Joseph's ready for a world title run. Beating Wardley opens that door. Frank Warren, a man not known for empty praise.
run at the moment. He's on a real roll. He's beaten top 10 fighters, Zhang, Bakoli, and done it in style, in absolute style. And he's with a new trainer now in Andy Lee, who seems to be really getting the best out of him. They've really formed a good unit, a good bond between the two of them. And he's a live fighter.
Praise echoed the sentiment. Joseph Parker is on a roll, he said. He's just beaten Zhilei Zhang, dismantled Deontay Wilder, and reignited his career. Warren stressed that what makes Parker so lethal now isn't just the wins. It's how he's winning. He's disciplined, measured, and mentally locked in. The bond with Andy Lee has turned him into a complete fighter. Strategic, patient, and cold under fire. Now, with Chisora in camp adding raw realism, Parker is training like a man on a mission. This isn't a tune-up, Warren said. This is a plan to break Fabio Wardley down, mentally, physically, and technically. To Warren, Wardley's unbeaten record is impressive, but he hasn't been in deep waters. He's never fought a man this experienced. This structured, Warren continued. Joseph Parker is coming to end all doubts, and maybe all hype. Bellew doubled down, calling Parker a giant killer.
Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous because Zhilei Zhang was undefeated, in my opinion, until he faced Joseph Parker.
I'm a bit of a giant killer, Joseph Parker.
He's walked into fights as the underdog, Bellew said, and walked out the problem nobody expected. Against Zhilei Zhang, Parker took heavy shots, adjusted and outboxed the giant. Against Wilder, he absorbed one of boxing's most feared punches and still dictated the pace. That's not luck, Bellew said. That's evolution. Now, with Chisora handing him the keys to dismantle Wardley, Parker looks terrifyingly focused. He's not hesitating anymore, Bellew added. He's hunting. He smells opportunity. While Parker's camp drill strategy and discipline, Wardley's focus seems fractured. Instead of refining tactics or conditioning, reports suggest he's reacting to online noise, even a diss track. That's not the behavior of a composed champion. He sounds irritated, one insider said. He's letting outside distractions into his camp. Meanwhile, Parker is in the trenches. No distractions, just drills and war-minded preparation. Champions don't get dragged into noise, Adam Smith said. They let their fists do the talking. Wardley...
So what's this diss track you made? Bro, what the fuck? I've never been more confused in my life. If I did make it, I'd stand on it and go, yeah, I told you to get fucked in the track or whatever I said, but bro...
His youth brings energy, but it also brings volatility. Confidence without composure can quickly turn into chaos under pressure. Parker's advantage lies in his composure. He's been under the lights before, fighting in massive arenas against Joshua, White, and Wilder. He's felt the pressure of the moment and learned to thrive in it. Wardley hasn't. His attitude suggests he might underestimate Parker's threat, a fatal mistake against a man this prepared. If Wardley walks in thinking he's facing the old Parker, tentative, inconsistent, he's in for a rude awakening. This Parker, armed with Chisora's ruthless strategies and Andy Lee's tactical precision, is different. He's cold, confident, and calculated. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley isn't just another fight. It's a crossroads. For Parker, it's a chance to cement his resurgence and reclaim elite status, possibly earning another world title shot. For Wardley, it's the opportunity to prove he belongs among the best, to take down a seasoned champion and launch into superstardom. Chisora's involvement adds an extra layer. This isn't publicity, it's mentorship, one warrior passing his wisdom to another. He's teaching Parker how to suffocate Wardley's rhythm, drag him into deep waters, and break his confidence round by round. If Parker wins, it validates his transformation under Andy Lee and his renewed hunger. But if Wardley shocks the world, the heavyweight division will have a new star overnight. This is more than power versus power. It's mentality versus mentality. Parker is ice cold, a veteran refined through fire. Wardley is fiery and fearless, but untested at this altitude. When the lights hit, who do you trust? The composed technician or the hungry brawler? The answer will reshape the heavyweight landscape. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Experience versus ambition. Structure versus chaos. The blueprint has been written. Now it's time to see who executes it.